MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome back to the Big Small Business Show. In studio with us, we've got Salim. Essack. He's the founder of Leanbiz Consulting. And I just want to continue this conversation now around how do you express that value? Because it seems like, you spoke about unit costs, dropped unit costs. So what is the love language, so to speak, that you're using with an owner of a factory?
So typically we'd go in and we'd present to an owner, and they would, in a one-on-one presentation with an executive team, we tend to, within an hour, they understand our product, they understand our fit, and they understand how the product would work in their context. It tends to communicate quite well.
Yes.
Generally, I mean, I'm a manufacturing person, they are manufacturing people, they understand the gap that the software fills, they understand the environment, and they understand the dynamics of a manufacturing environment and why the software fills in.
Okay, so let me just come back to now, because when I watched your insert earlier, my understanding was that I think you said you do warehousing. Is that right?
So there's three parts of the business. One part is we do design and build warehouses and factories.
Yes.
Right? That's a separate part of the business. It was my traditional part as a professional engineer.
Okay.
Then we developed, I started developing on the lean manufacturing programs and the software. Okay. That's the growth side that I'm really here for.
You're right.
I don't really plan on selling the build programs outside of a very select few customers where I've got long-term build programs on.
And then you've got this, is it Skyview and a Live Factory? Okay, and what's the difference between the two?
So Skyview and Live Factory is co-founded with my partner in England, Stuart Walker. Live Factory monitors production lines in the cloud, giving you your overall equipment efficiencies. So one works on the machinery and the production line and tells you how efficient it is. That's Live Factory. Skyview shows you your entire production process. Do you have all your bill of materials and ingredients to make this product in the first place? If you're missing an item like the bottle, let's expedite it. Let's create a Kanban or a task around it, and let's create visibility across the supply chain. So everyone can see these problems, can see the gaps, and have transparency around who's doing what around the bottlenecks.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you a very tough question. Do you think you're confusing your market? Because you do, in other words, when I asked you earlier, so here my question. Yeah, and perhaps you're not, and it's just me. But when I listened to you previously speak now, and now I'm listening to you here, I'm trying to work out like what you do this, but you don't do that. You do that for some. Then you've got these two products, one service is this. Is there your question is, how do I get in front of these people?
Yes.
Right. So to me, it's, if you're coming with, well, what do you want? I've got this and I got this. You're confusing people.
Sure.
So I'm asking you now, if that's why I asked you the first sentence was, in one sentence, what do you do?
Yes.
So let's come back to that. So what do you do in one sentence?
So there's a virtuous cycle between the lean manufacturing program and the system, which is the software. The software monitors and provides feedback and focus as to what to improve.
Yes.
The lean manufacturing program puts in place the training, the platform to do the improvement projects. Okay. And these two work in harmony with each other.
Okay, I understand that. Do you do trade shows?
So we haven't yet done any trade shows. We've started to look at doing something like ProPack. The type of person who goes to trade shows typically isn't the type of decision maker who would truly understand our product. So up until now, I focus more on network connections and just phoning up CEOs directly.
Okay. Do you have a salesperson, or are you the salesperson?
I'm the salesperson.
You're the salesperson. Okay. Have you tried a salesperson before?
So I looked at hiring a salesperson. I think the difficulty with the salesperson is the type of skill that they would need in the network. They would need to be someone who could get access, where a decision maker typically is an executive. And they would need an understanding of manufacturing and manufacturing software to be able to convey this idea. And maybe that's just my naivety.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it can be a taught skill.
So what you're saying, and I'm now interpreting as I listen to you, what you're saying is that the business cannot scale beyond your capacity.
So in terms of operational capacity, I mean, we've got 3 permanent engineers.
No, not that, not operational capacity,
Not operational.
Sales capacity.
Oh, 100% correct.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the constraint. To use, you'll be familiar with theory of constraint.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the constraint in the system, is the sales constraint, which is right now.
There are 2 constraints.
What's the second?
The second constraint is the lean manufacturing program itself is actually quite a long-term program. And for the two to work together, we can't handle that many large manufacturing sites and clients. So currently we want to grow from 4 to about 10, and we want to take those clients for the long term and get them to world class. That's been a very good technique for us in the past, in the sense that our customers tend to stick with us for the very long term.
If I made you choose now between, the question is, what type of business are you in? Now, I'm not asking the question again, the same question before. I'm asking a different question. And I'm going to give you to choose A or B. And if there is a C, tell me that. But you have to choose one of them. Are you in the consulting business or in the software business?
Ooh, I'd like to be in the software business because it brings in more annuity income. It's a better business model. I haven't figured out how to decouple the two, because the one provides the value to the other. If you provide, and there are providers who provide just software, it tends to fizzle out after 2 or 3 years, and they can't provide.
Is SAP in the consulting industry or the software industry? Because they're SAP consultants.
100%. So
what business are they in?
They're in the ERP business.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. But where I'm going now is that I'm giving you some breadcrumbs to where to start to think about solving this. But we're going to have to take a break now. And when I come back, I'm going to give Salim more things to think about. Stay tuned.
MTN SME Hub, link to business success.